Okay, Birth of the Dragon is a story set in the time of the Bruce Lee Wong Jack Man fight. Now, that's a center theme. It's not the main story. If I've got one complaint, I would have liked more Bruce Lee. But instead, you get a guy named Steve, who's training under Bruce Lee, who finds out about Wong Jack Man showing up and decides to kind of befriend him. And then he kind of becomes the go-between between the two of them. He kind of has a love story angle it's done well. You can tell it was thrown in to kind of give them a different theme beyond just two guys are going to fight. It was more of they're going to fight, how are we going to get them to fight? So they kind of used him as the go-between to set up the conflict. Fine is done very well in this. If I've got one actual complaint, it's going to be when they actually do the fight between Bruce Lee and Wong Jack Man. I wish they changed camera styles and angles frantically. Not like Batman Begins where everything's like you're in the fight. But they do different perspectives and they move around a lot in their environment because they fight in a warehouse. Whether it's fighting upstairs, fighting around pillars. So it's done really well. And it actually works well for a central climax in the film. But there's other fighting sequences that, again, are done very well. I like that they do the close quarters style combat. And the nice thing, though, is it begins with, the way Bruce Lee began doing martial arts, and then when he created his own martial arts towards the end of the film. That transition is nice. If you want to see films more based upon Bruce Lee, I want to say The Dragon, which is like the 90s, early 2001. Human 90s, that had his son in the title role. That one is very good. I always say that one's probably better if you want to do a Bruce Lee biopic than this one. This one is more of one of those inspired by a true story, where it means they've got some elements that are actual, some that are not. The bulk of this film is things that are not, but the fight is done very well, and I enjoyed this film. It was done very well. Now again, if you're looking for primarily a Bruce Lee film, no. If you want a film that's kind of Bruce Lee and Wong Jack Man are kind of the secondary characters, they're still very integral to the plot, but they're not the primary focus of the entire film. From that aspect, it's actually pretty good. But if you want to see those two, you're going to be disappointed.